Barbara Gitenstein. I'm president of the College of New Jersey, and thank you so much for joining us to celebrate this special occasion. Together, today we gather to break ground on our new Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, or STEM building, which will serve as an anchor for TCNJ's STEM complex. This almost 90,000 square foot addition to our campus will provide modern, innovative laboratory and classroom spaces and enhance our capacity to train students in the STEM and health-related disciplines, all disciplines that are so vital to both the region and the national economy. This project would not be underway had it not been for the bipartisan support of the state legislature and the leadership, particularly, of Senate President Sweeney and Governor Christie, and the support of the citizens of New Jersey. On behalf of the TCNJ community, I'd like to thank Senator Sweeney, who's with us today, for his leadership on this. And to the governor and all of the legislature that helped support this bond. But particularly, I'd like to thank the coalition that came together to advocate for this. This coalition included higher education leaders, union leadership, and business leadership. Without that broad coalition, we would not have been so successful. You might remember that this bond was voted on right on the heels of Sandy. Senator, we are thrilled that you've been able to be with us today, and we look forward to working with you and hearing from you shortly. I'd now like to recognize some of our local and state government leaders, as well as some good friends of the college. Assemblyman Liz Muyo, Senator Linda Gitenstein, Assemblyman Reed Gusiora, Choose New Jersey CEO Michelle Brown, Deputy Secretary of Higher Education Greg Edwards, Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes, Ewing Councilman Kevin Baxter, Ewing Councilwoman Jennifer Kays Maloney, and freeholders John Cimino, Pat Calabasas, and Ann Cannon. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'd also like to recognize representatives from EYP, who are members of our design team for the building. Where are you? And finally, I would like to acknowledge TCNJ's Board of Trustees. Chair George Caballero, Robert Altman, Rosie Heimerling, Albert Stark, Suzanne Spizzetti. We have two student trustees with us, Ryan Boyd, and we have two faculty reps to the board, David Blake and Marcia McConnell. We also have two staff reps to the board, Joe O'Brien and Lynette Harris. In addition, the Alumni Association chapter representative who has joined us is John Anastasio. TCNJ's STEM building is supported by $40 million from the Building Our Future bond, an initiative voted and passed by the people of this great state in 2012. The project expands programmatic growth for the institution, supports the job development needs of the state, and boosts our capacity to prepare the undergraduates who are part of the state's critically important health science pipeline. We're not building this building because we hope to have good STEM programs. We already have fabulous STEM programs. The competitiveness of our biology and chemistry programs is quite simply amazing. and our outstanding engineering program is growing tremendously. So we're building on success here, and we're giving these already strong programs the support and facilities they need and deserve, so we continue to serve our state's economic workforce needs. It's now my pleasure to introduce the chair of the board, Mr. Jorge Caballero.
Thank you, President Gitenstein, and it is truly my pleasure to be with all of you here this afternoon. The Board of Trustees takes its responsibility very seriously to provide students, faculty, and staff with facilities necessary to support the powerful learning that our mission and strategic aspirations require. TCNJ STEM Complex will help us accomplish that mission. The STEM Complex will encompass the new STEM building, the biology building, the existing science complex, and Engineering Armstrong Hall. These facilities will provide cross-disciplinary spaces that offer faculty and students new and rich opportunities for exploration, knowledge and skill development, and research. This much-needed capital investment will allow us to better serve the needs of the state, the students, and the business community. And we are truly grateful to the citizens of New Jersey for supporting this investment. We are proud of our public service mandate to educate leaders of New Jersey and are steadfastly and committed to the citizens of the state. Again, thank you for joining us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce Student Government President Casey Dowling. Casey.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Dr. Gitenstein. Good afternoon, everyone. TCNJ Student Government was proud to take part in the campaign for the Building Our Future bond. We worked alongside business leaders, labor leaders, and elected officials on both sides of the aisle, advocating for this important investment in New Jersey's colleges and universities. It has been almost 25 years since a referendum for higher education infrastructure has been put on the ballot. It was heartening to see it approved by the citizens of New Jersey. Students across campus are excited for the opportunities that this new building will bring to our community of learners. I'm proud to be here today to introduce Senate President Steve Sweeney, who sponsored the legislation that made the Building Our Future bond and this building possible. He also campaigned across the state to make sure the citizens of New Jersey understood how critical this investment was for the future of higher education and the state's economy. In fact, Senator Sweeney stood at this site when it was still Holman Hall and held a press conference with the college and student leaders. Senator Sweeney, we are so grateful that you are able to be here with us today to mark this very special occasion. On behalf of the TCNJ student body, thank you so much for your leadership and support of the College of New Jersey.
This is an outstanding day, and your college president gets a lot of credit for it because she's tenacious. And we talked for years about an investment in higher education. When we showed me this building, I actually thought it was a parking garage. It was probably one of the worst buildings I ever seen. All you needed was ramps. It was a bad building, you know. But this is so important. There had not been an investment in higher education since the Kane administration. And you know, our economy was best when we invested in higher education. This piece of legislation, these buildings are being built. I'm in construction and that's great, but it's going to expand our capacity. New Jersey is the #1 exporter of our children to other parts of the country. And when you think about it, we spend more money than anywhere in the country on our kids. We got the best and the brightest, and then we force them to leave. We don't want that. We want to build capacity so they stay here. And there's an economic reason. It's about $6 billion. There's 30,000 kids taken out of the state that were earned in the state of New Jersey. I am very fortunate. My son actually graduated from TCNJ and stayed and got his master's. I'm extremely impressed with the quality of the education that is provided here. You know, these are the business leaders. This is the future of our state. We don't want to send them away. We want to keep them here. So making investments like this makes a direct investment in the state of New Jersey. And when we're done, we got to go back and talk to the voters again. Because This initiative was welcomed, but wasn't enough. We want to demonstrate what we did with our money and the economic impact that it was, so that, we need to continue this growth. Governor Kane, who was probably the most successful governor in recent history, had two platforms: higher education and transportation. We need to get back on that game plan. It worked then, and it works everywhere around the country. Our investment in higher education is going to drive our economy again. We have the brightest, we have the best. We need to do our part in making that investment. So I am thrilled to be here, President Gitenstein and Bobby. But great job. Congratulations today. Thank you.
I believe Assemblyman Gazziero wanted to say something or give you something.
I just wanted to call Assemblywoman Liz Moyo up. Dr. Gitenstein, we're thrilled in the legislature to see our money come in Central Jersey, and especially our campus, TCNJ, which we love to come on. This campus has transformed in the last 20 years that I've been here, and it's really preparing the students for the 21st century. Liz and I wanted to present a resolution to you honoring this occasion, and also from Senator Turner.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone for